filming a vlog, honey.
Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a nice time. It is a beautiful day here in Worcestershire. So I wasn't meant to be vlogging today, but it's kind of too nice a day not to vlog, and we're doing a cool activity today, and I've wanted to get it on camera the whole time. I've kind of held off doing it for ages because I wanted to make sure I was filming it. So I thought I'd do a spontaneous vlog with Hobbit.
Morning.
Wearing her stripes.
Happy VE Day.
Happy VE Day to everyone who celebrates. So today the vlog is with Dora. Dora. Hello. So for anyone who doesn't know who Dora is, she is my 4-year-old Connemara mare. We got her over from Ireland in late February, but she's not really done very much. She was just backed when we got her. Good girl. But she was very, very weak and a little bit nervy, so you've really not done much, have you? We've kind of continued her education a bit. We've got her walk, trot, cantering under saddle. We were hacking out. We've done lots of long reining, haven't we? But then, as you probably know, lockdown hit, which kind of put a halt to our work together. So she's been having a bit of an easy time. She's had some time off just to develop, to come up a bit. She was quite weak, as I mentioned, so she needed a bit of time, not being ridden, not doing any work, to kind of strengthen up, which you have done very nicely. Some of you, I mean, if you don't know her and if you don't see her every day, it's probably quite hard to notice, but she's filled out. And everyone stop blowing. She's filled out so much across her back and over her butt. So she is just looking a lot stronger, which is great to see. Obviously she's got a lot more to go, but she has only just turned 4, so she's still a complete baby. But we have been doing quite a lot of groundwork, long reining, lunging on this lockdown period. I've mentioned so many times on this channel that we kind of held back with the 2 4-year-olds a little bit, just to try and reduce any additional strain on the NHS. They can of course be a little bit unpredictable. Although I must say, the 2 I have, I'm incredibly lucky that they, touch wood, that's metal, touch wood, they are really genuine and calm and kind ponies. So it probably wasn't completely necessary for us to not ride them for a bit, but it kind of seemed the sensible thing to do, just in case there was an unnecessary accident. Anyway, it does seem that, fingers crossed, things are looking more positive. We're by no means out of the woods with horrible coronavirus. Don't shut that door! It's good lighting.
He's sitting up, right?
What, do you need to shut the door? Oh no, okay, yeah, if you need to get the mirror out, that's fine. No, Dad, you can shut the door. I feel bad now. We've got a nice big door open there and the sun's coming in on my face and it's a nice light. I can't remember what I was saying. So today, what we're gonna do is lunge Dora, but for the first ever time, we're lunging her over a fence. So we've had her since end of Feb, and I've not put her over a fence on the lunge once because I wanted to do it with you guys, and I'm really intrigued to see if she can jump. We have no idea if she can jump or not, so we'll find out together. I think she has been lunged over a fence in Ireland. Did we see a picture of her over a fence? Mum's gone.
Oh, sorry.
I think we did. Yeah, I think we did see a picture and she looked really sweet, hopefully. But bear in mind, she hasn't done this. I think she's only done it once in her life in Ireland. So it might not be the most inspiring thing today. And it's important to say that with 4-year-olds because, well, any young horse really, their first jump can look terrible. I remember Jam's. In fact, if I can find a clip of Jam's first jump, it was with me on, I'm going to insert it in here because she looked horrendous. It nearly is. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Clever girl. That could be a while. And then I'm going to insert a clip of her jumping now, just to show you how much they can develop. So don't get disheartened if your first ever pop over a fence with them isn't particularly inspiring, because they do learn an awful lot at this stage. Anyway, hopefully Dora, you're gonna have a sweet little pop and it'll be worth vlogging all of this. But I'm gonna tack her up quickly now, get her out there. We've got some really useful little blocks which are great for lunging over, because obviously you don't want great big wings that your lunge line can get caught on. And I'll see you out in the school. Fingers crossed for an inspiring, or certainly some sort of entertaining. What's the word I'm looking for that begins with a P? Potential.
Yes.
Good potential. If all 4 feet leave the ground, we'll be happy. Anyway, let's get tacked up and get out there. Maybe we'll get her over the plank. Feet picked out, bridle on, ready to go outside and warm up. Just going to mention now, I did mention in her progress vlog, I look a bit weird with my shades on inside, you can either attach, well there's lots of ways you can attach the lunge line, but for Dora I found if you put it over her head, she doesn't like it and she shakes her head quite a lot, so it just obviously puts a bit too much pressure on her poll and behind her ears. She just doesn't really like any pressure there. So for her, I just thread it through the bit and under her chin like this. Some horses don't like it this way. You've just got to experiment and see what works best. But I like having it so that it has a bit of sort of equal pressure on both sides of the bit. When you clip it just to one side, you can risk sort of pulling the bit through their mouth and it's not very even. So I do prefer to have it attached to both sides, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm just going to warm her up both ways, walk, trot, canter, getting her stopping and starting, make sure I've got brakes, make sure she's listening to me. Mum is going to pop some poles out just on the floor in random places for me to trot her over, get her used to that, get her to like know where she's going, and then we'll pop a little cross pole up and see how we get on. I'm hoping I'll get her over that plank, which you can see back there. That is the aim of today, is to pop her over that.
Over the Megan plank.
Yep. Right, Dora.
Okay, I'll put some poles up.
Good, steady, well done. Good girl. Come on. Good girl, Dora. Oh, you're not gonna, oh yeah. Oh, she took herself over that. Oh, you lunged yourself, Dodo. Well done. girl. And ooh. Good girl, Dora. Good girl. And ooh. Ooh. Just calm first. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we've taken all of the poles away from the wings. I'm just going to trot her through the wings by themselves. Good girl. So we'll just do this a couple of times until she's comfortable going through that gap. Ooh.
There's a lot going on today with Dad on the mower.
Yes. Dad always picks the best time to mow the lawn, and it is 99% of the time when I'm vlogging.
Well, usually with the youngster.
Good
girl.
Good. Go through once more time. I'll go through one more time on this rein, and then I'll change the rein and do the same the other way. Steady. Good. Okay, so we've put a little tiny cross pole up to start with. Another thing I want to say, guys, which is really important for cross poles, you always need to have a gap in between like that. If the two poles are touching, if they hit them, they can not move and cause a rotational fall. So please, if you're ever jumping a cross pole on the lunge, on your horse, whatever, leave a little gap, like a couple of inches, just so that they do knock down. Another thing I wanted to say that people might comment on when I'm lunging is the fact I'm going to be moving around a bit. For me personally, the most important thing when we're teaching young horse to jump is not to pull on their mouth. The last thing I want is for them to associate jumping with a yank in the mouth, because obviously that is not nice to them at all. So I would much rather run around, move a bit, so that I can give her that extra rein so that she doesn't have any pressure in her mouth whatsoever. So if people want to comment on me moving, that's fine, but I'd rather take that over ruining my young horse's mouth. So let's get going. Looks a lot like Jam's first ever jump. Well done.
Oh, good girl.
Raised trotting poles.
She says that's easy peasy.
Good girl. Well done. Girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Girl. Well done. Good girl. Good try and catch her.
Good girl.
Just take her the other way. Well done. Well done.
Good girl. Well done, Dora.
So we finished lunging with the little superstar. She was so good. You can see the little jump in the background there. I'm just walking her off. I like to walk them off like more in hand rather than on circles, because I think they must be bored sick of going around in circles at this point in the training session. So I'll continue doing that after I've closed this vlog. But I'm super happy with that. She's so bold. She literally didn't look at anything. She just went straight over. Every single jump that we did will be on this vlog because we filmed all of it. And we didn't do loads because she's only baby and she gets tired quite easily, bless her heart. But really, really happy. She didn't have that big explosive jump that people might have been hoping for, but she's definitely got a sweet little technique. She's got a nice back end, and the boldness and the willingness and the fact she just took herself over it counts for so much. And if you've seen those clips of Jam, if I've managed to find them and put them in, you'll see that they really do change an awful lot. They're at their absolute weakest at this stage, and like mentally and physically, they don't really know what's going on. So I'm chuffed, really chuffed with how you took to that, and I think you've got a nice sweet pop on you, and that you're going to make a lovely little event pony for me next year, hopefully. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching this, guys. As I said, it was a bit of a spontaneous one, but I thought it'd be interesting to watch in case Dora did do anything absolutely crazy, which she didn't. Did you? Oh, it's all right, good girl. But I kind of quite like doing these just random barn vlogs. I find them quite easy because I'm literally just vlogging what's going on rather than having to think up creative content, which I'm not very good at. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. Let me know, because I can do more of these kind of things. I could film just more of Dora's sort of progress in jumping in general, I guess, because I'll probably do a bit more in the lunge before I get on her and jump her over a fence on her back, just so she's stronger and she knows what's going on a little bit more. So as always, let me know in the comments. Hope you've enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you're feeling kind. Thought that got caught over her head then. That'd been an awful advert for me lunging, wouldn't it? Anyway, I will see you very shortly indeed. I keep mentioning this makeover vlog of Sally. I'm doing it in the next week, I promise, and it's going to be a cool one because I can get rid of all of that mane and feathers and beard. So definitely look out for that, and there will be other vlogs to come. I'm always open to ideas, guys, so if you've got any vlogs you really want to see, leave it in the comments. Anyway, thank you for watching. We will continue walking off and see you very, very soon. Bye.